All right, friends, we're gonna get started drawing our dream bedrooms. You can see here I've laid in some basic infrastructure of our interior design. Every bedroom has to have a window, or I've created a piece of art, but a window, a door, and a bed. And I'm gonna show you how to create the room and how to get started drawing these main pieces in perspective with a couple of options on the bed placement. Today, that'll be our first step. All right. So getting started creating your room. You need your ruler and a pencil out. We're gonna start by drawing an X across our paper to find our vanishing point in the middle. So I'm gonna do my best to kind of make sure I've lined up from corner to corner. And I'm drawing everything super light. We learned drawing our names that we erase a lot of these guidelines. So to draw very light. So here you can see my X doesn't line up perfectly with my corners, but that's okay. We're just gonna be working with the vanishing point that we found in the middle. Then the next thing we're gonna do is create the back wall of our room. And I want you to, there's a couple of options. The larger you draw a rectangle inside your X, the smaller your room's gonna be. You can see I've got a pretty big rectangle here, and it's kind of a smaller space for all of our objects to exist in. So on this one, I want to show you, I'm gonna draw kind of a smaller rectangle in the back of the room, and it's gonna create, or the back of the X, and it's gonna create kind of a larger space visually to have our objects in. Now, you'll notice I've got a problem-solving issue here, that the wall comes down past the corner of my back wall, and so there is a way to correct that. Just because we have kind of short rulers, it was hard to line up from corner to corner. So what I'm going to do is erase this orthogonal line. I'm going to line up my vanishing point with the corner of my bedroom, like this, and draw from the corner out. And now I've got all four corners in my room. And you can see my vanishing point is just slightly off center, which is fine. All right, now I can erase the orthogonals inside this back wall, but I want to leave my vanishing point because all things are going to lead to that. Drawing in 1-point perspective, our dream bedrooms. The next step is that we're going to add a door to our bedroom. You can do it on either side. I think I'll do this one on this side since I did the other on the other side. So what I want to do, doors are tall on our walls. If you'll look around the room that you're in, doors come up close to the ceiling. So I'm going to line up my vanishing point and angle my ruler up and draw a line for the top of my door. I don't want it too wide because I want a single door. Then I'm going to make sure that my ruler is parallel with the side of my paper, and come over and create 2 vertical lines for either side of my door, like so. And I can give more details, trim and doorknobs and things like that later, but now I kind of know where that's blocked in. On this side of my room, I want to create a window. You could put the window on the back wall if you wanted, but I'm going to put it over here, and I want to put like maybe a desk and computer and stuff over here in my dream bedroom. So it's the same technique to start your window. I want it to be, the top of the window to be kind of high on the wall, line up with my vanishing point, draw the top of my window, and then I keep it lined up with my vanishing point and come down. And I don't want it to be a super long window because I want to put furniture underneath it. So I'm going to draw the bottom of the window, and then I'm going to scoop my ruler over and draw those 2 vertical lines that are parallel with the side of my paper. And now I've got a window space up here. Of course, I can add blinds or curtains and things like that later, but I know where it is. The next thing every room has to have is a bed. And in this one that I showed you earlier, I had the bed going on the back wall, which I'm going to demonstrate now. But I will also show you if you wanted to put the bed coming out from either side, and how to do that. Some people want to do bunk beds or floating beds, things like that. That is totally up to you. And it's using the same techniques that we'll look at. You'll just have to adjust them to go up above the horizon line or things like that, and kind of use your problem solving skills to create a different bed in perspective. So to create that bed on the back wall, I'm going to start with a headboard. Your headboard shape can be anything you want. I'm going to do kind of an old-fashioned metal bed. So kind of a curved metal bed, basic shape here. Then I know mattresses are kind of, mattresses have a depth to them, a thickness. So I want to know how tall up off the floor my mattress would be on the wall. I'm going to kind of draw lightly a rectangle. Like, oh, that's about where a mattress would be off the floor and its thickness. All right. And then what I'm going to do is line up my vanishing point with the top corner of the mattress. And I want to draw an orthogonal coming from that corner out into the room just past the floor. And then I'm going to do it over here. It's going to feel like your bed is really wide, but it's just that things as they get closer to you get bigger. So the orthogonals get bigger. This is going to come out on the wall a little bit here. Now we know that the foot of the bed, we're going to see the thickness of the mattress here. That orthogonal got a little long. We're going to see the thickness of the mattress here, and so I'll draw kind of a rectangle shape. And I'm not using my ruler at this time because actually mattresses are kind of soft rectangles, right? They're pillow top, they're memory foam. They're not going to be super hard lines. So I'll draw the bottom of the mattress, right? And then we know this is the mattress top, so I don't need any of these lines in here because they would be hidden by the top of the mattress. So I can erase those. Like so. Then I could create some legs for the bottom of my bed. I could put some pillows at the top of the bed. If I wanted this to be more of a twin as opposed to a full, I could bring my lines in more narrow and not have it so wide coming out into the room, and it would be more of a twin bed. It's kind of a full bed. I want some blankets coming across my bed, maybe have it be a little bit softer. Maybe show that there's a blanket at the bottom. A little bit softer here. Erase my lines behind my pillows. Maybe I've got a throw pillow on here, layered on top. Basic bed in 1-point perspective on the back wall. We'll do another video for drawing a bed coming out either side.